Question: who do you think is struggling the most in the Philippines in terms of social classes? Is it the poor or the rich? What if I told you it's neither? Ang ibig sabihin po niyan, hindi po ang mahirap, ang nahihirapan lang. Definitely hindi ang mayaman. Ang mga nahihirapan po ngayon ay yung middle class. At bakit natin nasabi yan? Tapusin mo tong video dahil apektado ka. Hi there, this is Shinkitan, your pambansang wealth coach. Nako, bakit po middle class ang unang apektado po? Ito yung mga taong gumigising na maaga, they work hard, they pay their taxes, pinag-aaral yung mga anak, nagbabayad ng mortgage, car loan, housing loan, tumutulong sa magulang, and still wonder, bakit hanggang ngayon wala pa rin silang ipon? Ito yung most shocking na question. Kung ikaw kumikita ka ng 80, 100, o 150 a month, bakit hanggang ngayon feeling mo you're just one emergency away from financial disaster? Kaya nga, pag-uusapan natin ano po yung mga tinatawag na hidden trap ng middle class. This is not to discourage you, but this is to enlighten and awaken you. At pagkatapos ng session na ito, hopefully that we can be able to escape the cycle. So, pag naririnig po natin yung word na middle class, ang napipicture po natin hindi sobrang yaman, hindi sobrang hirap, pero stable job, may magandang bahay, may sasakyan, maganda yung eskwelahan, private, di ba? May weekend vacation. But behind the picture, may realidad yan na hindi pinag-uusapan ng mga tinatawag natin mga tao nasa ganitong antas. So, let's define first. Being middle class doesn't simply mean how much you earn. Wala yun sa income It always reflects yung spending and lifestyle mo. Alam mo kasi, yun nga, pagka nasa middle class ka, more or less may regular kang income, meron kang binabayarang bahay, sasakyan, may anak ka nag-aaral sa private school, may binabayaran kang insurance premium, credit card bills, may obligation ka. Kung titignan mo, life from the outside looks comfortable, but inside, maraming pamilya na middle class po, they still live paycheck to paycheck. Mas malaki ang income, pero mas malaki rin yung gastos. Ito yung medyo irony ng konti. Yung middle class, minsan, they look rich. But many of them are honestly cash poor. Ikaw, tatanungin kita, have you ever looked successful on the outside but quietly you are worrying about your next bill? And I want you to be honest. Imagine mo na lang, pag may combined income kayo mag-asama ng more or less ng 6-digit income ng mga 120,000 a month. Di ba kung titignan mo, uy, okay to. Pero alam mo kung i-breakdown natin? Una, mortgage lang ng bahay, more or less 30,000. Car payment per month, 18,000. Private school ng mga anak, 20,000. Pagkain, 25,000. Utilities, 8,000. Insurance, 7,000. Wala. Yung 6 figures mo, ang matitira talaga bokya. Now, ask yourself, if someone in the family, wag naman po sana mawalan ng isang income from 2 income, di ba, magiging isa. My next question to you is, how many months can you survive? Yung totoo, 1 buwan, 2 buwan, 6 na buwan. In other words, kung sinabi mo 1 or 2 months lang, you are still not financially free. Sa totoo lang, ang pinakamalaking kaaway natin, no, mga middle class, yung tinatawag nating lifestyle inflation. Ang ibig sabihin ng lifestyle inflation, the more you earn, the more you spend. Dapat nga, instead of increasing our lifestyle, dapat i-increase natin yung savings and investment po natin Pero ang reality, pag lumalaki yung income, expenses grow faster. In reality, karamihan ng tao, they don't become richer. Ang nangyayari po, they have more obligation. And the bigger your lifestyle, the harder it becomes to say no kasi nasanay ka na So, my question to you is this. Kung ikukumpara mo 5 years ago, 10 years ago, mas malaki bang kinikita mo ngayon? Yes or no? Pag ang sagot mo ay yes, my next question to you is this. Anong mas lumalaki sa'yo? Expenses or investment? Pakitype sa comment section. Expenses or investment? So, this is especially true, especially in the Philippines, supporting not only, yun nga, yung bahay nila, personal needs nila. If you belong to the middle class, you are also part of what we call as the sandwich generation. So, ano ibig sabihin yan? You don't only provide for your children, for your siblings, but also for your parents and relatives in the act of love. Pero minsan, yun nga, nakakalungkot without boundaries. Alam mo yung pagmamahal, pag sobra-sobra na hindi mo nilagyan ng limit at boundaries, ikaw mismo mauubos Kaya nga maraming mga pangarap ang nadidelay because people become their family's emergency fund. Again, hindi naman ang issue na gusto mong tumulong. Ang issue yung kakayanan mong tumulong. Remember, you cannot pour from an empty cup. Diba? You can never give what you do not have. Kaya kung gusto mo talaga ng financial freedom, kailangan alagaan mo yung sarili mo. Kasi financial sacrifice without planning often earn in burnout. Nababurnout ka eh. Kaya nga pagod na pagod ka na eh. Ito pa isa pang ayaw pag-usapan ng mga middle class. Aside from personal obligation, aside from sandwich generation, nagpo-provide ka sa iba. The uncomfortable truth is this: the middle class pay a significant share of taxes. Yun din po. Grabe. Ang laki ng tinatawag nating income tax. VAT. Diba? Excise tax, property tax. Diba? Grabe. Pag pinagdugtong-dugtong mo lahat, talagang parang di mo napapansin, parang okay. Okay lang sana magbayad ng tax eh. Pero alam mo naman, saan pupunta ang tax? Many government assistance programs, ito rin ang problema. They are designed to help and support yung mga lower income households. Yung mga middle class, hindi naman talaga sila qualified sa mga tinatawag nating mga government benefits. Diba? Like for example, yung 4Ps. Hindi ko naman sinasabi na unfair siya. Pero ang point lang, yes, kailangan na tutulungan yung mga nasa laylayan, pero whose expense? Kaya nga, the more you understand about the system, diba? The more na sometimes you ask. Diba? Hindi katulad ng ibang bansa, honestly. Diba? Yung ibang bansa, mahirap, middle class, mayaman, pare-pareho. Free schooling, free education, diba? Free medication. Kaya nga kung titignan mo, minsan may deception ba? Deception in terms of, akala ng mga tao, pag middle class ka, may kaya ka. No, kung titignan po nga natin, sino mas may kaya? Person A na kumikitan 200,000 a month, pero may dalawang sasakyan, may binabayaran na bahay, may credit card debt, walang investment, at walang emergency fund. Compared to person B. Si person B, kumikita lang ng 60,000 a month, walang utang, may 1-year emergency fund, may regular investment. Diba? In other words, sino ang nakakatulog na mas mahimbing? Si A or si B? Chances are si B. Kasi si A may utang, si B wala. Si A walang ipon, si B may ipon. Si A may utang, si B walang utang. Diba? Kung titignan mo, most people judge wealth by the appearance. But the bank judge wealth by numbers. Kaya financial freedom is not measured on how much you own, what type of car you drive. It's measured by how long you can live without a paycheck. Alam mo, mga kapatid, ang one painful truth that really shocked our nation was in March of 2020. COVID taught us a painful lesson. Many families seems okay on the outside, but when business closed, job disappeared, medical bills exploded, anong nangyari? They're forced to get into debt. Binenta ang bahay, binenta ang sasakyan. Diba? Naubos ang retirement savings. Kaya nga alam mo, yung income ng mga middle class is temporary. Ang importante talaga, financial preparation. So nakikita nyo na, ano po yung greatest financial risk po natin? Honestly, right now, hindi yung pag may kaya ka. Pag may kaya ka talaga, mayaman ka talaga eh. Hindi na issue yan eh. Pag mahirap ka, at least alam mo mahirap ka, at the same time, may suporta ka makukuha sa gobyerno eh. May ayuda eh. Ang greatest risk talaga yung middle class. Diba? Middle class, we pay the highest taxes, at the same time, we get the least of the benefits. But before I leave, kamusta ka? Anong palagay mo, being a middle class, who is the one highest contributor of tax? Number 2, hindi mo rin nakukuha yung talagang benefits na kailangan mo. Anong masasabi mo tungkol sa sitwasyon nating being as a middle class? Pakitype na lang sa comment section. So mga kapatid, if this video helped you to see this side of money differently, I would love to hear from you and I would like to engage with you. Thank you very much for joining. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. Tamang karunungan, tamang disiplina ang susi sa pagyaman.
Chinky Tan, with over 6 million Facebook followers, 2.8 million YouTube subscribers, and 2.4 million TikTok fans, is now all out to share with you the most practical, simplest path to